my name is Eva, and I am the artist known as Little Macarons. If you're seeing this video and you don't know who I am, that's okay. I have done plenty of this is my goal for the new year video about like making videos on the schedule and having an upload schedule and a whole routine in place for creating them, and then like never following through, so the videos get hidden almost pretty much every time actually. So I said, never mind on actually having goals and just do whatever I feel like when I feel like. So that's why you're seeing a video. Anyway, art fight started. Today is day 1. I forgot to save references, so I decided to make a video instead. Anyway, this is not my first time participating in art fight. I actually participated for the first time last year, which was really, really fun. I've heard so much about art fight over the past, 10 years? That's how long it's been going. I've been seeing posts like every year about art fight, and it looked like so much fun. And last year I was like, you know what? Why not? I didn't have anything going on at the time, so, I felt like I could. So, last year, I actually had a goal when I participated in art fight, and that was to practice rendering in different ways to kind of figure out what looks great with my artwork style, with my art style in general, and what was easy to replicate, but also looked really nice. And there was no clear winner in regards to what I discovered with that, but I did do several attacks. I made sure to get different color palette characters from what I'm used to, different aesthetics and that sort of thing, and just play around with different options. I don't think I settled on a rendering method still, but I've also haven't really pushed myself far in regards to actually taking what I learned and applying it. But this year I decided I was just gonna play. That's been my whole goal for the entire year. No plans, no routines, no schedules. I'm just gonna play. That's all I've been doing this year. I've been having fun doing art parties. I have streamed more, just messing around and doing things, and it's been a lot of fun. And I figured, why not extend that to art fight? Because this is a year where I'm just going with the flow, basically. And whatever my heart desires, that's what I'm gonna go and try. And it's been working great so far. I made a bingo card of activities to do. Not goals, just things to actually try. And I am so much further on this bingo card than I have ever been for anything ever in my life that I had thoroughly planned out. So I think what I need to do is follow my North Node, my Pisces North Node, and just go with the flow. Don't try to meticulously plan a whole schedule and time frame. And I tried to force a 12-week year goal thing before. No, I can't do that stuff. That stuff doesn't work for me, even though I tried really, really hard multiple times. So I'm just doing whatever I want, and that includes playing with art fight. Now, with art fight this year, my idea was to do physical media, like traditional artwork. I fell into a really deep, burning desire to have physical merch of my original characters at the beginning of June, and I have been in the process of making or customizing 2 plushie body bases to turn into 2 of my characters, and also figuring out other things that I can make on my own. And one of those things I did make were art cards, and I thought it was really fun, which, if you don't know, art cards are ACEOs, trading card size pieces of artwork, and you can do it digitally and print it out, or you could do it traditionally. And I'm going for traditional because I did 2 cards already like that. It was a lot of fun, and I'm mostly a digital artist, so I wanted to go back to traditional artwork as kind of an art vacation, to take a break from art, but I take a break from art by doing artwork a different way. If that makes sense. I hope it does. It makes sense in my brain. That's all that matters. But the point is, I want physical merch of my original characters, and I know I'm not the only one. And I figured art cards were the easiest to mail out because it's a little piece of paper that you can just put in an envelope with like chipboard or whatever, and then slap a stamp on it and put it in the mailbox, and it's on its way to where it's supposed to go. Granted, you can't track it, and anything can happen to it on the way to its destination, but like, you can say that about anything, honestly. But they're easy to ship out. The issue comes from the other portion of the art card that I really wanted to do that makes the art card a functioning piece of merchandise, and that is to include a hard photo cover sleeve with a keychain attachment to it. An art card is just an art card that you put like on your wall or something, but I really like the idea of like making it kind of functional by like adding a keychain attachment, because you know, you can put it on your phone, you can put it on your belt loop, you can put it on your bag. I'm trying to make an Ida bag of my original characters, and I know I'm not the only one who has an Ida bag, so that was like the whole thought process of making the photo card sleeve with a keychain attachment. But the issue is that you can't put that in a regular envelope because it will make it too chunky and not flat, and it runs the risk of the envelope getting ripped open in the mail sorting process, because if it's an envelope, it goes through like belts and conveyors and all that. It's not manually handled until it gets to like the delivery destination area. I have packaging from when I used to run a sticker shop a couple years ago, but the issue with that is that I have to pay for the shipping, and it's not going to be cheap if I have like 5 or 6 art cards with their photo card sleeves to include. Because for the US that's like $3-ish, and for like international that's like $5 to $8, and that would be coming straight out of my pocket. So the idea is to add a listing on my Ko-fi that would cover the shipping cost for domestic and international. It's not a requirement to receive the art card, it's just like something extra. So that's the idea with that. The other issue with offering art cards is that, or choosing to do art cards, is I don't feel comfortable asking minors for their addresses. And I'm thankfully, from what I've noticed, most, if not all, minors on Artfight list in their profile if they are a minor. So that means if I'm going to make an art attack for a minor, I'm just going to do digital artwork and deliver it to them like digitally online through Artfight, and that's how they get their piece. But like, I do not want to ask minors for their addresses, so unfortunately they will not get an art card, which I am so sorry. I'm an adult. I am well into adulthood. I do not want to ask for your address, and normally I don't interact with the minors, but I allow it for Artfight. My presence usually isn't intended for minors, but like, I feel like for Artfight is very important to allow that interaction just as an artist, and seeing younger artists, like, I feel like I would have loved that as well when I was their age. So I'm allowing the interaction for Artfight, but like, that does not mean I'm also going to make physical or traditional artwork to send out to you. So unfortunately for the kids, you aren't getting an art card. I'm sorry, but I will still draw you. I will still draw your characters, because y'all have some cool characters. And actually, did I mention there is an issue with me doing the art cards? Actually, there's a big issue with me doing the art cards. That is that I am a digital artist, and it's been quite a while since I used these markers, and I thought everything was going great when I did the first 2 art cards I made of my VTuber and my main character that looks like my VTuber, so it's pretty much the same color palette. Did you know that if you don't use Copic markers and they get old enough that the nibs crystallize? Yeah, I learned that a while ago. Like, I knew that could happen, but like, I thought I was special. I thought my markers were fine until I started coloring this art card. I have found at least 3 markers where the nibs were solidified, crystallized. I don't know if it was like mold or not. Like, they're old. They're all old. I've been collecting these for a long time. They're all old. And I think, I want to say like 2014. They're like 10 years old, a lot of them. Like, I used to like go and buy like a couple of them because, you know, Copic markers are expensive. It's like $5-6 per marker at the like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. They're so expensive. And a lot of them are old and crusty now. So I am actually limited on the colors I can use, which means there are characters I might not be able to properly color, and I think it's very important to make sure skin tones match, and this is a conundrum that I did not think about at all, so I might be screwed in that sense, but oh yeah. I'm going to have to buy markers and pray they get delivered soon or fast, because I don't know how easy it is to get nib replacements anymore, because I remember there was like a shortage like in 2020 when everyone was taking up hobbies more so than normal, where the like people taking up more hobbies and productions being less because of COVID, where the Copic nib replacements actually ran out. Like, you could not buy nib replacements because they could not make enough of them to put on the shelves again for like a good while too. I don't know if that still holds up. I think it's normalized now, but yeah, I did not account for the fact that my markers are old and I am mostly a digital artist and that I have not played with them in like 3 years, because I used them in my third sketchbook that I am going to record a sketchbook tour of. I did not account for how old they are. So I'm kind of screwed, because I already made a TikTok that was like, hey guys, I'm gonna make art cards and this is what they're gonna look like, and fuck. But yeah, that's for me to deal with, and I'm gonna try to do my best. I do have watercolors, but I really like Copic markers more because they're easier to control, easier to blend, and they don't warp the paper. I don't like using watercolor when it warps the paper a lot. Ugh. I mean, I have Himemiya jelly gouaches, but I am like I'm great at Copics. I'm okay at watercolors. I am not well versed in the jelly gouaches. I try several times. I am not well versed in them, so I don't know how well this is gonna go. I might have to fall back on doing the art cards. I don't know. I mean, it's day one. I'll have to see how it actually goes by actually doing it. But that's the conundrum I am in regards to wanting to do the art cards. You know, the limited working markers, and then having to create a listing for people to pay for shipping if they want to receive their art card with a photo card sleeve keychain. I also have to buy forever stamps. But like, that's easy. That's whatever. I just don't know how many art cards I can do. This one took me like an hour, and that was including me walking away and looking at the Copic colors and like debating on what colors to use and like stepping away to take a break and stuff like that. Look, I wander away a lot. I can't sit still long enough. But like, since this took me roughly an hour, I feel like I would make 2 of these on stream, because like I always try to make sure when I stream I do 2 hours at minimum, and you know, more than that if I feel like going longer than 2 hours. But if this took me only an hour, granted, like there's not that many colors in it and not that much detail, but I might do 2 cards per stream, because I do plan to stream. I've already been streaming, but like I planned to stream a lot of Art Fight this month, and that coincides with the fact that at the beginning of June I had decided I'm going to try to do 100 streams by the end of the year, and like I kind of calculated like 4 streams a week would do it. Maybe with like an extra stream thrown in here or there, because like I think I skipped a whole little week. Something like that. I gotta account for like the fact that I have a uterus as well. So I'm gonna stream whenever I feel like. I'm at minimum, that's probably gonna be like 3 or 4 streams. But 1 stream a week is dedicated to gaming. But yeah, I'll be streaming my art fight attacks over on Twitch. I actually have multi-streaming set up actually, but I haven't finished adding scene elements to the alternative options because I'm trying to make sure I also include vertical stream elements plugin that allows multi-streaming. Is kind of weird. I have to pick and choose what to add to the vertical version, and then I have to set the dimensions, and then I have to like. I'm rambling. Anyway, I might include streams on YouTube actually. We'll see, because I can at least do landscape. Because like whatever I do landscape for Twitch should automatically copy over for YouTube landscape. The only issue is the vertical, which I was trying to make sure there was vertical, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know how well this is gonna go with my Copic marker situation. Anyway, bye!